In view of the constant violation of the rights of communities in Latin America and the Caribbean, it is necessary to demand guarantees on the basis of an integrated approach to human rights. This is why the social centers of the Society of Jesus in Latin America carry out diverse advocacy initiatives in favor of justice and rights, and not in favor of privileges. Promote work that benefits the poorest, excluded populations in the region. Exert a positive influence on the political decisions having to do with the improvement of the living conditions of social groups. But do you know what advocacy is? Advocacy refers to a type of public and political action that entails working with the citizens in order to foster participation and mobilization. Its objective is to generate social transformations and to influence power relations, public opinion, and political decisions. How do the social centers carry out their advocacy work? The advocacy work is carried out on the basis of proposals by the communities, which are then backed by research and a careful understanding of social problems. It requires raising awareness among the citizens in order to foster the participation and acknowledgement of a wide diversity of actors and contexts. Advocacy must systematically include these elements: assistance and support, research and documentation, and public awareness and influence on politics. How can the social centers carry out their advocacy work more efficiently? The purpose of advocacy is not to grant the leading role to the institution carrying it out, but rather to give voice to the communities it works with. The social centers must facilitate public alliances in order to achieve a cultural transformation characterized by values and concrete policies. It is necessary to promote networking in order to generate collective impact. This task requires coordinated, systematic, and structured work. What are the obstacles to advocacy? Lack of alliances. Isolated work by organizations without a common horizon. Lack of vision. It is necessary to go beyond the institutional environment and act in the public sphere, making the most out of the international character of the Society of Jesus. Lack of pertinence. Advocacy requires research and serious pertinent reflection. Lack of clarity. It is essential to define the objective of the action in order to achieve actual impact. What have we achieved through advocacy? Dominican Republic, Centro Bono, together with others, we achieved the approval of a 4% increase in the national budget allocated to education as required by the Constitution. Chile, Hogar de Cristo. After the government announced its aging policy in 2012, and through different actions and interinstitutional coordination, we contributed to improving the quality of life of senior citizens living in poverty and exclusion. As a direct result of the advocacy work carried out by Hogar de Cristo Chile, the public policy has three main objectives: protect the functional health of senior citizens, enhance their integration into different social environments, and increase levels of subjective well-being. The following subsidiaries are currently financed by the Public Budget Act: long-term residences with 6,000 spaces, home care with 1,200 spaces, daycare centers with 1,200 spaces. Colombia, CINEP Peace Program. Thanks to the work carried out by the Human Rights and Political Violence Database for 25 years in terms of compiling the memories of the victims, it has been possible to visualize the country's human rights situation and exert influence on public opinion. Government agencies and international organizations such as the Inter-American Court of Human Rights. Some elements that guide the advocacy work of social centers: direct work with communities, advocacy as a collective task, planning, design, and implementation of combined strategies, creativity systemization and measurement of the impact of advocacy work. Find out more about advocacy experiences at www.cpalsocial.org.